We all see these videos and pictures of massive print farms full of FDM printers, and I'm no exception. I mean, my background is literally a wall of FDM printers. But what if we're all doing it wrong? Welcome to the channel. If we haven't met, I'm Sam. I'm the real estate broker turned 3D printing entrepreneur, and I run a 3D print farm full-time from under my garage. When I first started down this road of 3D printing, I quickly got interested in creating a business around 3D printing. And one of the first times I realized it was actually possible to do that was after watching Out of Dart's print farm tour. It blew my mind what they were accomplishing business-wise on the backs or beds of 3D printers. Get it? Backs, beds? I don't know. If you haven't seen that video, make sure to check it out. They have done a few farm tours since the one I saw, but I'll link to one of them in the description. I watched that video, and from then on, my life has been consumed with creating a profitable 3D printing business. Everything I'm doing, whether I'm thinking about products to sell, it's profit first. When I'm modeling those products, it's how do I do it with profit first in mind. Color options I offer, profit first. One thing I never really asked myself though was, are FDM printers actually the most profitable printer? So that's exactly what we're tackling today. We'll dive into the process, cost, and potential profit margin of resin printing, comparing it head to head with our trusty FDM machines. We'll look at everything from materials and print speeds to labor cost, all through the lens of running a business. So stick with me and I'll share my own numbers with a real product on how resin printing compares to FDM when it comes to creating profitable 3D prints. Before we get too deep into the numbers though, let's just touch on the differences between the two printing methods for anybody like me who's not an expert. I think when most people hear 3D printing, their first thought is a machine that has a center thing that moves all around really fast. And those machines are FDM printers, and that's what's behind me. They use filament, which is plastic that is on a spool. The machine heats up that plastic and extrudes it out layer by layer, building on top of the previous layer. Ultimately, you are left with a product that is made up of a bunch of layers fused together. Resin printing on its face looks to be completely different, but ultimately, just like FDM, a model is created by fusing together a bunch of layers to create the product. So even though that is the same, just about everything else is different.
Same, but different.
Resin printers use liquid resin rather than hard plastic. And to create those layers, it actually cures the resin by shining UV light in a very specific spot at each layer. Just like how FDM extrudes layer by layer, resin cures layer by layer. All right, let's get into what we care about, profit. To do that though, we need to figure out what our cost is for printing products on FDM or resin. The model I'm using today is our keyboard stand. It's been a really good seller for us, and honestly, it has a high profitability bar that the resin printing will have to meet. To keep everything as fair as possible, we'll be using standard PLA with our Core XY machine, and we'll be using standard black resin with our Elegoo Saturn 4 Ultra. Huge shout out to Elegoo for sponsoring today's video and sending me over not only the Saturn 4 Ultra, but also their new Mercury wash and cure station and air purifier. They really set me up with a whole resin kit. I specifically appreciate them sending the air purifier with it because I work in a windowless section of my basement, so air quality is always something I need to be aware of. Now, I'm a sucker for tech that looks good, and 3D printers are no exception. And let's just take a minute and appreciate visually how awesome this Saturn 4 Ultra looks. The setup was also super simple, and even a complete resin noob like me was printing in a matter of minutes. And the reason I was able to be printing so fast is because even though I am completely new to this, Elegoo is not, and their printers are really smart. Every time you start up the printer, it goes through a series of checks, making sure that everything is working how it's supposed to, giving you the confidence to just print. Now, we are all about profit around here, so I think my favorite feature of this printer is the built-in speed modes. You slice your files like normal, but then select the fast mode and the Saturn 4 Ultra will make the changes needed. You literally just push fast mode and Elegoo takes it from there. Now, if you want a way more detailed breakdown of the printer than I can offer, make sure to go check out Uncle Jesse's video. He has way more experience than I do with resin printing and does a great job drawing attention to the different features of this printer and what makes it, in his words, the easiest resin printer. I'll link to his video in the description, and I'll also put links for all of the products Elegoo sent me if you're interested in checking them out. All right, our first cost is the material cost. When we slice our model for FDM printing, we can see that it will use 19.44 grams of filament. If a spool of 1,000 grams costs us $14.99, then our model cost is 29 cents. When we slice our model for resin printing, we can see that it will use 53.3 grams of resin. If a bottle of 1,000 grams of resin costs us $22, then our model cost here is $1.17. All right, not a great start for resin, but I think it might have some tricks up its sleeve, so let's not jump to conclusions. Our next cost is the printer run cost. I'm not going to get into the individual costs of printer runtime. Just know this cost per hour number I'm using is inclusive of electricity, maintenance, and printer payback. For an industry standard FDM printer, it comes out to about 26 cents per hour. So since our model takes 45 minutes to print on the FDM machine, our printer cost per model is 20 cents. Our Saturn IV Ultra costs about 12 cents per hour. The biggest reason for the difference is the printer payback. The Saturn IV Ultra only costs $3.99. It also requires electricity as it doesn't have to heat anything up. Unlike the FDM printer that has to heat the hot end to melt the PLA and heat the print bed so the PLA sticks. Since our resin printed model takes about 2 hours and 15 minutes to print, our printer cost for this product comes out to 27 cents. We got our material cost, we have our printer cost. The last thing we need to look at is our labor cost. I charge labor to every model I create at a rate of $60 per hour. Now, I know some of you might be like, $60 an hour, that's way too much. And others of you might be like, shoot, I charge $100 an hour. Ultimately, my goal here is to replace myself. So I wanna make sure that every product I make has an amount of money built in so I can afford to replace me. Now, $60 an hour is probably more than I need, but I like the company to have a little profit after I pay labor to some employee down the road. That being said, I don't charge that to the print time, rather just to my actual time for starting the print, removing the print, packaging the print, stuff like that. Most of my products end up being right around 2 to 3 minutes or $2 to $3. And for this product, I'm right at 3 minutes or $3 per item. For resin, the same steps still apply. I need to start the print, I need to finish the print, all that stuff. So we'll start with 3 minutes. However, we do have the extra step of washing and curing the product. And for that added step, I'm adding another 2 minutes, which brings our labor cost to $5 per item if we create it on the resin machine. Let's check where we're at profit-wise. I can and do sell this product for $9 per item. So for our FDM, we're at $5.51 in profit, and for our resin, we're at $2.56 profit. Quick disclaimer, just know this isn't all of my cost. If you sell this on a platform, you'll have platform fees, you'll also have shipping you charge to the buyer, and maybe you make a little money on that. We aren't going to get into all of that cost. We're just concerned with the production cost today, so we can compare the production of this product on a resin printer compared to an FDM printer. If we stop the video here, it's an easy choice. FDM is the winner. It has a higher profit and less human interaction. However, here is the trick resin has up its sleeve. Unlike FDM printing, resin does benefit from bulk printing. For FDM printers, whether you print 1 or 10, the print time per product stays the same. That printer still has to move the same amount for each individual product it prints, and it has to exert the same amount of energy for each product it's printing. So if it takes 1 hour to print 1 product, filling the print bed with 10 products will still take 10 hours. There's no time savings. However, with resin printing, there is time savings. Since resin uses UV light to cure the layers, it can cure the same layer on multiple parts at the same time. Essentially, it just turns the lights on in more spots on the print bed. Meaning, if you print 1 product in 2 hours, If you can fill the print bed with another 9 products, you'll print those now 10 products still in that same 2 hours, greatly improving your printer efficiency. So let's take a look at our resin printing again with maximizing the build plate. If we separate our product into the end pieces on one standalone build plate, and then we take all the cross pieces and print those on another build plate, we can essentially print enough pieces for 8 individual products. Between the 2 build plates, we will be printing now for 3 hours total and using a total of 420 grams of filament. Doing some quick math on our resin example, our total material cost now is $9.24 or $1.15 per item. And our printer cost at 3 hours is now 45 cents or 5 cents per item. I'm going to keep my base labor the same at $3. However, that extra 2 I did for washing and curing can now be spread across all 8 items because that wash and cure can be done for all 8 items at the same time. If we redo our resin math, now we can see our $9 sale price minus the $1.15 in materials, minus the 5 cents in printer cost, and minus the $3.25 in labor, our total profit per item is now $4.55. So if we print 8 items with our resin machine, we profit $36.40. If we print 8 items on our FDM machine, we profit $44.08. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, it's still less profit than the FDM machine. And you're right. But here is the last secret when you are pricing prints that most people leave out. How long did it take us to generate that $36.40 in profit with our Saturn IV Ultra? Our total print time was 3 hours, so it took us 3 hours to generate that profit, meaning we profited $12.13 for every hour that the printer ran. I call this number our PPH, or profit per printing hour. If we look at our FDM, yes, we profited more with the 8 items. However, we received no discount on our time to make those items. So to make those 8 items, our FDM printer was tied up for 6 hours, double the time the resin machine took, which makes our profit per printing hour on our FDM machines $7.35. So in a 12-hour print day, you could make $145 with your resin printer versus only $88 with your FDM printer. Yes, you are making less per item, but you can create more items, resulting in more profit. Now, we just went through and proved this out, but this is nothing new in the manufacturing space. And essentially what we're talking about here is throughput and cycle time reduction. Throughput refers to the rate at which a system produces finished goods. In our case, resin printing has a higher throughput because it can produce multiple items at the same time. And cycle time reduction refers to decreasing the time it takes to complete a production cycle. So if our production cycle is 8 items, our resin printing can complete that cycle much faster than our FDM printer can. And this is why resin printing can actually benefit from economies of scale, which is when the cost per unit decreases as the production volume increases. So over the course of a week, a month, or a year of printing, will it make a difference? Yeah, you bet it will. So am I going to get rid of all of my FDM printers you see behind me and replace them with resin printers? Yeah, clear them out. No, I'm not. I think the right question is, am I going to incorporate resin printing into my workflow and leverage what it does well while continuing to leverage what FDM does well? And of course the answer there is yes, I am. I think resin shines when you have products that are single color and you sell a lot of them in one color, which for me are these keyboard stands, which is why I picked it for our example today. I was more trying to convince myself it was a good idea than anything else. I sell a bunch of these and I sell almost all of them in black. So rather than having to tie up one of my FDM printers printing this, when that same printer could be making more money doing what it does well, which is multicolor personalized prints. Maybe I'll batch print 8 of these keyboard stands at a time in resin. It improves my profit per printing hour, and it'll improve my order fulfillment speed by keeping a small inventory on hand. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. I hope following along with this exercise answered some questions for you when it comes to pricing prints, and that it always isn't just sales price minus material. Big thanks to Elegoo for sending over my resin setup. I wouldn't be able to do half the videos I do if brands like Elegoo didn't believe in the channel. So big thanks to them, and if you're interested in getting more information on any of their resin products, we'll have those linked below. If you like these 3D printing financial breakdown type videos and want to see the real numbers a 3D print farm can generate in a year, make sure to check out this video here. I pull the curtain back on my 2024 financials and show you exactly what my print farm made. I'll see you over there.